Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I've been waiting for the investigations on the Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2 pipelines explosions to come to a conclusion, and it seems like the three countries that investigated, which was Sweden, Denmark and Germany, they're still working on it. But happily, we have Sweden coming out and giving us an answer. And I've been waiting for it. Why? Because it's been almost a month and a half. Actually, a month and a half since they occurred. And these guys are still struggling to find out who did it. Nevertheless, Sweden finally showed up and started giving us the great news. All right, I was so impressed, so surprised. I didn't expect this one. This article comes from Sputnik, and it is from today, the 10th of November 2022. This is the title. Swedish foreign minister says responsible for explosions at Nord Stream remain unknown. I didn't expect this one. This occurred on September 26th. Now is November 10th. I would say it's a month and a half, isn't it? In a month and a half, you couldn't figure out who did it? I mean, it's not like... It's unbelievable. I didn't expect this answer. I expected either to say, hey, the most probable answer would have been Russia did it. Now, I'm not saying they did it. I'm just saying this would have been these guys' conclusion after they investigated. So I expected, let's say, 80% to come and say, hey, Russia did it. And 20% really finding the perpetrator. Why do I say really finding? Because I don't think Russia did it. That's why. I don't think... it's not impossible, but I give it, as I said on many occasions in my videos, that Russia had no interest, and it was a bad planning, even if they did it, to do it where they did it. They would have done it somewhere where they had jurisdiction, so they can, temper the evidence, and they could do whatever they want over there. Not like this, excluded, and you say, wait a minute, yeah, maybe that's exactly what they wanted, so they cannot be blamed. No, I would have liked to have my nose stuck in that, say, okay, I'm not, how should I put it, I'm not participating, but I have the right to observe. Here, I don't even have the right to observe, so they cut their even as an observant, 0. So, and as many, who benefits, we start with that one, and so on. But I'm saying to 80% I would have gone that these guys come and say it was Russia. And then 20% I would have said they would come and say, well, actually it was, I don't know, United States, or then Great Britain, or I don't know, with the help of Poles, or something like that. That's how I would have thought. I would have not thought that they come out and they say, we don't know. I didn't expect that whatsoever. And I don't think they will ever, in this case, come and say, you know what, actually it's the British Navy. I don't think they will come. Maybe in 40 years we're going to be told that, yes, indeed it was this country or that country with the help of that country and this, that. But let's see what this article says. The Swedish government currently does not know who is responsible for the explosions of the Nord Stream pipelines, Swedish Foreign Minister Tobias Billström said on Thursday. Suspected explosions occurred on September 26 at 3 of the 4 strings of Nord Stream 1 and 2 underwater pipelines built to carry a combined annual 110 billion cubic meters of Russian gas to Europe. The bombing halted gas deliveries to Europe ahead of the cold season, prompting a gas price hike and a scramble for alternative sources in European Union. The Swedish government does not rule out any scenarios, but does not want to speculate about who is responsible for the explosions, Billstrom said at a joint press conference with German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock in Berlin. Now, Annalena, I will always say, she's an unprepared foreign minister of Germany. She is not ready. At the moment, the prosecutor's office and the intelligence services proceed from the fact that it was a sabotage, the minister added. On September 26th, a raid gas pressure dropped a rapid, oh my god, I was thinking about a raid, boom, boom, boom. A rapid gas pressure drop and fuel leakage were detected along the Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipelines, the main route to supply Russian gas to Europe. Initial investigations by Swedish and Danish authorities pointed towards likely sabotage, leading to the Russian Prosecutor's General Office to investigate the incident as an act of international terrorism. According to Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova, it's a good one, the investigation of terrorist attacks can only be considered reliable and objective if Moscow takes part in the probe. Well, to gain credibility, I would have at least not participate or take part in a probe, but at least as observers. And not only Russia. I would invite more than Russia. I would invite, I don't know, 20 countries, 10 countries, maybe not 20 because you're going to have a lot of people to bribe, and you don't want that, right? So you get about, I don't know, let's say 7 countries. 7 countries, you get them over there, and they will be observers. Those guys are doing their jobs, and I'm just looking around. And if something wrong, I point out, hey, what's going on? No, what's going on? Hey, how about that? How about that? They would get credibility, build credibility. But here, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. And this secrecy, again, is very concerning. And it is concerning why? If the investigators, not investigators, because they do their job as, impartial, I would say, professionals, but they are tied with politicians, and they are the ones who go and tell them this, and that. So, and I'm not talking about the investigation in the field. The conclusions are going to be passed over to others and so on. But I know that if there would be no doubt or obvious that it was the Russian, they would have invited everyone. I think it was clear to them, maybe a priori, so before the whole thing happened, even the explosions, that they knew who will be doing it. Therefore, everything was, and nobody can come and say, hey, everybody, back off. Because if everything would have been clear, and I can say everybody back off, so I can make up stuff. That's another way of doing stuff. Everybody out, and I get my little drugs, and I put it in this guy's pocket, and then I invite everybody. See, I found he was a drug dealer right here, man. For instance, okay, I placed the drugs in his little hand while he's on the floor. So the same here. Everybody out is just me investigating. I do whatever I do over there, and I bring the evidence. It was the Russians. I mean, it's, to say this is suspicious is just a understatement. Understatement. So I'm still waiting. It's either the Russians or the unknown, which means is the other guys, but it's very, very politically inconvenient, very inconvenient, damaging to name the persons responsible. The Russians already came with their conclusions, saying that it was the British Navy. I don't know, but at least someone came and said, pointed to an organization at least, and something. These guys are not even known. They're probably going to tell us that it was an alien ship, came with 3 little green creatures and took a poop on the 3 poops actually on the pipelines. I mean, these guys, look at the audience. They're they can come with that one, and believe me, some people sincerely will believe that bullshit. Well, unknown. I let you know. Thank you very much as soon as I find something. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.